We are here, and now we're just waiting for ads. It's always about waiting for ads. Hooray! Alright, so last time, I believe I was on the fence about what to do. Because my thought was I could go into the TV world and finish out the quests I have. Considering they're all in the bathhouse. But I would need to go into a TV world again anyway to finish up Risei's dungeon. I think I will though, because while I would need to finish Risei's dungeon completely, that would actually get my quests in line with what dungeon I'm currently at. So we'll do a quick jump to the bathhouse and see what we can get. I've actually got a thing with all the requests up. Oh, it actually will not let me go into the TV. Okay. I guess that decides it for me. Alright, I'm gonna see what I can do at picking up some of these requests. I've actually never tried to go into the TV before Risei. Alright. Classroom 2-2, I need to talk to the male student by the window. So it would be him. I actually wonder if that's why, because Teddy is no longer a navigator, but I don't know for sure. I guess I have to pick the first option to... The student by the window, classroom 2-2. It's one of the first quests that was available. Maybe he's not here? I know it's new text, but it's boring and I don't want to hear it. Okay, I guess... Maybe that dude's not here on rainy days? I don't know why. Because it said he should be available. But, alright, let's see. Yeah, probably. Screw it, I'll check tomorrow. Oh, no, the rain's not gonna let up, so... I don't really got much choice, anyway. Oh well. Yeah. I kind of forgot near the end of the chapter gives you a bunch of empty days.
And now the weather. The week ended on a wet note as rain clouds moved into the area. As a result, a thick fog is expected to form in the Inaba region later tonight.
Alright. Let's get this over with and get into the cutscenes. I still don't get why. I still don't get why it won't let me, like, fold envelopes until the midnight channel comes on. The TV makes a huge staticky, glitchy, grindy noise and turns itself on. I don't see how you would refuse or be unable to, Uh-oh. Hello? Interesting. He certainly looked familiar. I forgot this happened, actually.
Did you hear yet? They found a dead body just outside the shopping district.
How did you hear so quick?
I don't get it. I mean,
It's the early morning!
Business. Come over right away.
How do you guys get this so quickly? So you barely got out of the shower. Actually, I don't know if we're ever told where Chie lives.
Hey, over here!
Well, most everybody is assembled.
Yosuke went over to check out the scene. He should be back soon.
Yes, send the dude already arrested to go check it out. Good idea, Chie.
Yeah, it was murder, all right. The body was hanging upside down on an apartment's rooftop railing.
But how could that...
That's not all. The victim this time, it was King Moron.
King Moron?
You mean that King Moron? Senpai's homeroom teacher?
I'm not celebrating.
Why? What on earth's going on here?
How am I supposed to know? But I talked to a guy there who saw it. It's true. There's no mistake.
Don't get me wrong, I have no hard feelings for him,
Gotta
just
be shitting me.
who we get is
Ain't
worse.
the killer targeting people who get shown on TV? I ain't never seen King Moron on the Midnight Channel or any other programs.
Why did this happen?
I thought we finally figured some things out. Were they all just a big coincidence?
Maybe the Midnight Channel doesn't have anything to do with this.
Damn it! We came so far and now we're back to square one! Were we in over our heads, trying to catch a culprit that even the police couldn't find?
Damn straight. We started this thing because the police can't tell their asses from their elbows. We give up now, and that shithead's gonna be on the loose forever.
I don't feel guilty
Save the
either.
time for bitching and moaning. We just gotta keep on keeping on.
I just rather him than his replacement.
Kanji-kun.
Big talk from someone like you, Kanji.
I really do love kanji, too, yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
I know. We're dealing with a murderer here, but we've all risked our lives to get this far. No way we'll back down. And we promised the bear, too.
Hey, that's right. Maybe Teddy knows something about this.
Well, since moping around won't do us any good, let's go see him.
Huh? There's staff here?
Now that's unusual. Hi there. Did something happen?
Ah, Yosuke-kun.
Great timing. Did the manager tell you anything about this? There's been this weird mascot around our department for quite a while now. Is there some kind of campaign on today?
Mascot?
He said his name was, what was it? Terry? Eddie?
Yeah.
Well, there are no customers around, so I guess it's fine. I better get back to my station.
How do you mess up a name? How do you mess up the name Teddy?
Please don't tell me.
Even in Japanese, it was just Kuma. He was literally just called Bear.
Whoa, he's here.
How do you mess that up?
This really hits the spot.
What the? I mean, how'd you...
Junez sells massage
It took you
chairs?
guys long enough. I've been waiting.
I just now clicked.
Teddy, are you okay on this side?
How did you even leave your side?
Probably the TV, same way we do.
Of course I can come out. There's an exit.
He never said he
It
couldn't
just
use
never
it.
occurred to me to do it before. But spending time with you all sparked my curiosity about this world. I did wonder if it was a good idea, but my feet started moving before I could decide. And when I thought about it, I had nowhere to go. And it was a waste to go back, so I waited here for you. Oh, someone asked for my name, so I told them I'm Teddy.
I can believe Junez sells everything, yeah.
So that's why.
Oh, yeah, there's something we need to ask you. How long have you been here, Teddy? Did anyone enter the other world?
I stayed until the fog settled in on my side, but no one came.
You're positive. You really didn't sense a single person.
I just said that I didn't. I was there all by myself, like always.
And your nose wasn't clogged or anything?
Aren't you listening? I was utterly, totally, and 100% alone. That's why I came over here.
I'm kind of on...
But I can understand if you don't believe me. My senses aren't that good lately anyway.
kind of on Yosuke's side here. Like, he's not trying to be mean, he's just trying to confer. Especially because, yeah, you outright said you were struggling, Teddy, but I believe you.
Oh, Sensei's heart is radiating pure kindness.
Well, it's true that the Midnight Channel was blank last night. And even before that, Teddy says he didn't sense anything, right? Does that mean King Morin was never on that side?
What's going on?
Hey, I want to go somewhere.
Huh? Now ain't the time, dude. You seriously don't plan on going back, do you? Where do you want to go, anyway?
Is it really that weird? It's Japan.
I want to give this to Rise-chan. It's for her.
I would think mascots running around in Japan would be a fairly common sight.
Rise-chan will probably back us up from now on. So I'm gonna fight alongside you with everything I got.
Heck, even here in America, just
Don't think of me as the same cute little Teddy.
say he's a sports mascot,
I'm
no one will
an
question
all-new
it.
model. I have a powerful attack, an unbeatable defense, and a winning smile. Today begins the new legend of Teddy.
Wow, a new legend.
No, Yukiko. And here we go, we now have Teddy to use. And I'm betting you guys still haven't made the decision I've asked. yeah, that is just a regular day in New York. New York is very interesting.
People are starting to stare. Keep it down, will you, Ted?
Yep.
Come on, let's go somewhere else.
Honestly, no. Teddy's voice sounds like it's the type of voice that it should irritate me, but I honestly just find it really cute. I think it's because even though it's high-pitched, it's not shrill.
Okay, just to make sure, I'm gonna ask you one last time.
So it doesn't hurt my ears.
Nobody was over there, except for you, until the fog came back, correct?
I just find him adorable.
That's what I've been saying.
He didn't show up on the Midnight Channel either.
What's up with that?
Voice-wise, the only thing that's ever bugged me is
No
when Teddy
clue.
just repeats his lines
But
over
I
and
think we
over.
can be sure now that
And he's not a
King Moron was
navigator,
never
so
thrown into the TV.
he won't do that anymore.
Then what? He was killed over here? Why not throw him into a TV like all the rest?
Maybe they couldn't? Actually, let's go with this one.
They never intended to. So you're saying he wasn't like the other victims to begin with? But why?
Maybe the culprit thought he couldn't kill any more people by throwing them into TVs. I mean, we prevented his last 3 attempts in a row.
Ah, I get you. That could be it.
So they snuffed someone on our side this time to make sure it worked. Damn it. If that's true, then we have no way of preventing more murders unless we catch the killer.
We need more clues. I wonder if Rise-chan's up and around yet.
Yeah, we'll have to put our hopes on her.
There's another reason for going with Teddy that I just thought
It's
of.
so hot out. I'm taking this off.
Wait, you're not talking about your head, are you? Cut it out! There's kids watching! Jeez, they'll be scarred for life if they see an empty mascot walking around. Have a little consideration, man.
I'm glad you're back to normal, though. Your fur's all fuzzy again.
Can I feel it?
Kanji is so cute.
No.
He's so downcast.
Actually, I'm no longer a hollow bear. I
What?
trained and trained.
What is that in
hoping
front
to
of him?
someday score with Chie-chan and Yuki-chan.
Looks like everyone has
and
chips.
now, I finally have an
Chips?
inside.
It looks like everyone has chips. What does Kanji
Yeah,
have?
good job with that.
That looks like beer, but it can't be. He's
Come
15.
on. Can't we give it a rest with the whole scoring thing?
Dude, you're hollow. Taking your head off isn't gonna cool you down.
But I just told you I'm not hollow anymore. Yeah, it's too hot. I can't stand it.
I'll just trust you, because I can't tell what any of that is. I just know Kanji's looks like an olive oil bottle or something.
It's so hot.
It's a little giraffe. I just noticed that.
Whoa! What the?
Much better.
Gross.
No way!
He's in his mascot suit.
Now that hit the spot.
It's because it's his natural form and because it protects his human form in the TV world. Remember, the eyes are lenses. That's the only way he can see. You have to get to Golden to make him fight in human form.
Hey, Chie-chan, Yuki-chan.
Yes?
Do you have anything to wear? I'm basically like a newborn at the moment.
Fun fact, he actually wears the maid uniform in that set.
Teddy?
Not the butler
that
uniform.
really you?
And he puts it over the bear suit. It's kind of amazing looking. Let's see if I can find that.
Wait, did you say you're like a newborn? Then don't take the bottom part off. You need some clothes, right? Come on, let's go look around.
That's Teddy? He said he's not hollow anymore. So, like, he grew himself a body in there?
Shocked Kanji is.
What kind of creature would do that? I mean,
You don't blame him,
what
but
is he? Then again, this is hardly the first bizarre thing we've seen. And I gotta admit, it's probably better than him walking around in his bear suit. Oh hey, weren't we gonna see about talking to Rise?
he's a very cute boy.
I was so shocked that I lost track of what we were talking about. Let's head over to Rise's place. As for Teddy, he's with the girls, so he should be fine.
It's finally the season for topsicles again.
Dude, how many are you going to eat? You're gonna get a stomachache.
Sorry, we're late.
How'd it take you that long to find clothes for Ted? Whoa. Is that you, Teddy?
Oui, monsieur. How do I look?
I can't get over the sparkling. Yeah, I noticed that they were in uniform. I was kind of wondering about that. Hello.
Ugh, don't encourage him. I have to say, it totally blew my mind. But he's Teddy, all right. This guy had to make it a huge ordeal. Everything was new to him, so it turned into a big mess. He was so excited in the women's section that he started blabbering. Hey, you can't just go around doing whatever you please when you're in this form, got it?
Well, he can't help it. It's his first time in our world.
All right. You don't need to get all mopey like that. I never said I won't forgive you.
I'm so glad. I was worried that you didn't like me anymore.
Man, if you can behave yourself, you'll be pretty cute.
Is he cute? What do you think, Kanji?
Huh? What are you asking me for?
I love this part.
Well, I was just wondering if he was your type.
Oh, I get it. What you're really asking is, will you please beat the shit out of me, Kanji? It ain't funny, Yukiko-senpai.
Sorry. You'll have to forgive Yukiko. She's helpless when she gets this way.
Oh, please, everyone. Don't fight over me, baby.
Shut up! You picking a fight with me?
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to find something while the cutscene's
Jeez.
running. It's the
Oh,
console
well.
version. I don't own a Vita, so...
Here, Kanji, get whatever ice cream you want. Just share it with Teddy. We're gonna head for the tofu shop. Wait here until we get back.
Wow. You're rich.
I probably would have played Golden if I owned it, but yeah.
I can't just take this from you.
Think of it as a welcome back party for Teddy. Just don't go around making a racket.
Whoa, Yosuke, what's gotten into you? You're acting like a real senpai all of a sudden. Oh, I get it. You might say differently, but you're still nice to Teddy. Well, I'm glad Yosuke's developing into such a mature adult. Someone who doesn't let trifles bother him.
What? You're worrying me, Chie.
Oh, it's about Teddy's clothes, that's all. We didn't have the money for them, so we charged the rest to you.
Charge?
What? You put it on my account?
Oh, what the hell, GA? I never said you could do that!
Also, yeah,
What else were we supposed to do?
Persona
the stuff
5
was expensive, even for Janess.
Persona 5, kind of
You
blows,
seriously charged it to me?
is actually really
Why
good
would
in
you
general.
do that? You know I've been saving up to buy a motorcycle!
The problem is that it just
Oh,
has
that?
some
You
very
don't need
distinct
one.
problems that prevent me from playing it multiple times.
Come on, baby. Stop fighting over it.
Shut up! This is your fault, you know! You listen here, Ted. You better take really, really, really good care of that. If you put even a single tear in it, I'll make your next set of clothes out of the bear hide you took off.
Yo, Teddy. Don't let it get you down. Let's go get some topsicles.
So apparently I misunderstood. Teddy actually doesn't get the maid
Let's
outfit.
go on ahead. I think they're going to be a while.
He does, however, get something, which I believe was what I was thinking of. Because he gets the cheerleader outfit.
Ah, I had a feeling you'd come.
You're...
Are you here to ingratiate yourself with Risei Kujikawa now?
I'll leave that up for a bit.
Jeez, why did the clerk even let them charge it to someone else? Huh? Wait, you're that guy we saw with Kanji.
Oh yeah, and his pageant outfit, but that's something special.
Precisely. I don't believe we've met since then. In fact, I don't believe I've ever introduced myself. My name is Naoto Shiragane. I'm investigating the multiple murders that have occurred here.
I forgot Kanji got a Speedo.
Mind if I ask you a few questions on the subject?
And an interesting
The
outfit.
latest victim, Kenshiro Muraoka. He was a teacher at the school you all attend, correct?
So what?
The public is focused on the fact that he is associated with the second victim's school, but in truth, that's irrelevant. What intrigues me is the inconsistency. This Muraoka has never appeared on television.
Interesting. Apparently this guy,
What do you make of that?
pegged onto it.
How are we supposed to know?
Yeah, I'm glad he gave his name.
Well, we'll leave it at that. For my part, I'd like to solve this case as quickly as possible. I'll be keeping an eye on you all. Well then, until we meet again.
I actually don't really like
is that
many of
guy?
Golden's costumes because a lot of them are just grossly
It felt
fan
like he
servicey.
completely saw through us. He even knew about the TV thing.
I forgot Kanji got a really cute sweater.
Oh, hi. Risei-chan, are you okay now?
Good, good.
Are you all here to check up on me?
Well, yeah.
Oh, do you guys have a moment? There's something I want to tell you.
Also-
Follow me. My grandma's taking care of the shop today.
Also, if I have to see it, you have to see it too.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, I remember being at my house. When I came to, though, I was already in the other world.
Still no real information on the killer.
Here's my favorite one of his, though.
We met this weird kid named Naoto a second ago.
Oh, he's come to the shop several times. He asked me a lot about the incident. I didn't tell him anything about the other world, though. I figured it'd be a waste of time. Actually, he asked me about you guys, too, but I just made up some stuff. Like, they found me unconscious on the roof at Janess.
Well, I guess that's close enough to the truth.
It's called the Kingpin Duster, which is
so-
interesting.
What's up?
appreciate what you did for me. Thank you so much! I love you guys!
Oh, you don't have to thank us.
It begins.
Dude, she's so cute. Man, it's finally hitting me that you're the real deal. You really are Lisette.
Well, I know I sounded gloomy and all from stress, so I thought you might not like me that way. Do I sound weird? Oh, but I guess it sounds more natural this way to the public. I'm sorry. I've practically lost touch with what the normal me is like.
I think I have that here.
No need to apologize.
see if I can find
Just do what comes naturally.
I think everyone has multiple sides to them. You don't have to force yourself to decide on just one.
It sounds convincing when Yukiko says it.
Huh? Really?
Thanks. I'm glad you're the first people I got to know here.
Oh yeah, we almost forgot your present. The teddy glasses.
There.
You don't have to take them, but, well,
I feel like I should clarify, I have no issue with Rise being, like, cheerful and bubbly, but she's gonna get... I've said it before, and I will just say it again now, for...
Senpai, would you be struggling without my help?
the sake of completion,
I can
record,
help
whatever
in
you
that
want to call
world,
it.
Right?
She's gonna
With my
get
power.
very stalkerish
So wouldn't it be better if I joined the team?
very quickly. And that's my general problem with her.
These are kind of like proof that you're one of us.
I'm gonna do my best not to harp on it, though, because I've said it plenty of times. But if I go very quiet or just kind of
I do remember you all wearing glasses over there.
groan, that's why.
Thanks, Senpai. Now I'm part of the team too.
Yay. Did I just go up 2 ranks? I haven't been paying attention.
I'll be going to Yasugami High starting tomorrow. But I don't have any friends yet, so don't ignore me, alright? I do owe you my life, so, you know. It's settled then. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, I found a little Teddy sticker and I wanted to put it
This
up.
sure is a rough time to transfer here, though. The kidnappings, King Moron's death, all that and exams are soon, too. Exams. Now I'm depressing myself. I wonder if there's any chance they'll be canceled.
I doubt it. They always hold exams, rain or shine.
I almost got killed by those monsters. Compared to that, exams are nothing.
I do kind of wish Teddy had more feminine
Alrighty then.
outfits.
Let's discuss the case some more tomorrow at our special headquarters.
I just really like it when they
Yo, how's it going?
do stuff like that.
Dude, Teddy ate 5 topsicles. Though if you count the ones I had before, well, that makes 6. So I still win.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of,
No one
Kanji.
asked.
We're all done talking
That
already.
sounds like a health scare.
Let's go, Senpai.
No, 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 no.
When did you get so chipper?
Please take a step away from me. You are in
Do
my
you
personal
go to
space.
Yasugami like Senpai? I'll be starting school there tomorrow, so I hope we get along too.
Huh? Oh. Cool. What grade are you in?
So where's Teddy?
He's over there, finishing up his 5th topsicle. What are we gonna do with him?
Well, I guess I'll take him home.
Should I keep the Teddy sticker up or should I go ahead and delete it?
Good evening. This is Nightline News. Our top story for the night concerns the latest developments in an ongoing story. The serial murder case in Inaba has claimed a 3rd victim. The news shocked local residents, who have not seen another murder in 3 months, and assumed the spree had reached its end.
Okay, let's
The
have a
deceased
compromise.
taught at a local high school. Since his body was found arranged in a similar manner as the last two victims,
There, it's out of the way.
What's wrong? Was it someone you know? He died?
Actually, I don't really like it. I had it up for a bit. It's cute. But, I don't really have a spot for it, so I'm just gonna... Boop. I'm here with you, Nanako. Don't worry. My max stat has increased.
I'm alright.
this marks the second consecutive death after Miss Saki Konishi's, where the target was involved with Yasogami High.
I mean, his dad apparently
Mr.
carries
Oka was known for
katanas,
his
so...
strict teaching methods, and is said to have had constant friction with his students.
That's one way to put it.
The police will be pursuing this line of inquiry, and are planning to begin a large-scale investigation tomorrow. We now turn to our reporter at the scene for more details.
Dad won't be coming home again today.
Probably not for a bit. Ooh, what are we gonna show her this time? Oh, it's that one.
Do it again! Do it again!
I did actually did this one quite a lot, so I know what this one is. He didn't really do the rubber band one that much. The triumphant music.
It moved! Hey, how did you do that? Tell me, tell me!
Ah, 7-year-olds.
Welcome. It's been quite some time.
Not really. I think I talked to you, like, not even a week and a half ago.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. How are things proceeding?
You know, it's a good thing this is my subconscious.
Are you gradually drawing nearer to a solution to the mystery?
Soji thinks so.
Excellent.
The season has changed, but your future is not yet
I mean,
closed.
boys kind of have a thing.
In time, a path will open to you.
Sometimes when they sleep, so,
Our true reason for calling you here tonight is to provide a new form of assistance to help you achieve just that.
Imagine appearing in the Velvet Room in your PJs and sporting them.
Fusing personas.
Sporting that
Have
problem.
you been using our services diligently? The aid we will henceforth provide is an advanced form of fusion. I speak of the power to fuse 4 or more personas at once.
Also, Igor, I wasn't here for like
I am quite certain that this will enable you to command even stronger powers.
4 hours trying to fuse Victory Cry. I think I've been using your offer a lot.
Now, your journey will soon reach its climax. And as a result, many challenges, which I cannot foresee at present, await you.
We're like 30 hours
Most
in,
interesting.
and at least 5 to 7 hours of that was just
Well,
fusing.
Until we meet again, farewell.
Let's not forget at least 3 hours on top of that was not actually recorded in the save file because it was constant resetting until Tetrakarn evolved into something that I wanted. So I would say I have spent a minimum of 12 hours doing fusion. Igor's cryptic all over.
Yo!
He's probably cryptic when he orders pizza. But now I'm imagining with the attendant just reaching out and taking the box from... Like, this pizza guy comes to the shopping district really confused. And then this giant blue door appears out of nowhere, and some weirdo with blonde hair and gold eyes reaches out, gives him money, takes the pizza, and it all vanishes. He just kind of stares at the money in his hand, wondering if that actually happened. We're not really broken up about Moroka. Luckily, this should make me free to actually do dungeons now. Hey, hey! Stop trying to eat my cord. I'm actually not sure if Philmon's servants even eat. It's never really addressed how their bodies function. You know, considering Igor does so much fusion and is so open about everything, I feel like he's the type of person who would like every topping on pizza except pineapple, because pineapple is of the devil.
Hey, is that stuff about King Moron for real?
It was on TV, right? It must be true.
Good morning.
And meet Miss Pedo Sensei.
I'm Noriko Kashiwagi, your new class teacher starting today.
You will know why I call her that very quickly.
You all probably know already, but now that Mr. Morooka has passed away,
you can probably guess.
I'll be taking good care of you instead.
You little twit bashing your head on my chair.
Why don't we start off with a moment of silence for Mr. Morooka? Close your eyes, everyone. That should be enough. I'll do my best to fill Mr. Morooka's shoes. So, our regular exams are still on track for next week. As your principal said, it's times like these when the schedule is most important, Nori-chan.
I don't like using slut as a derogatory term because it's not.
Tough for you. But that's what it means to become an adult, little by little.
I already can't stand her.
First King Moron and now Kashiwagi? How much worse can it get? Oh, and one more thing. That idol in our first year class, Ms. Kujikawa, was it? In person, she's nothing like she seems on TV, so don't get your hopes up, okay?
Like, Morocco was bad, but...
What's so great about an idol anyway, right, class? She's just a piece of inexperienced jailbait.
I prefer that over the constant, like, legitimate sexual harassment.
Does she think she's Rosette's rival?
We get from her.
She doesn't stand a chance against Rosette. I mean, I heard Kashiwagi is on the wrong side of 40.
And you think I'm kidding, but I'm not. We're gonna get sexually harassed the rest of the game.
Would have been ecstatic to hear Rosette had enrolled here. Someone told me they saw him buying Rise's pinup book.
Ew.
That sounds kind of pervy.
Ew.
He annoyed the hell out of me, but I feel bad that he got killed.
Oh, you know what? Rosette was on a striptease show.
Huh? A striptease? Dude, if that was true, the paparazzi would have been all over it.
I'm serious. But the reception went bad right when it was getting to the good part. It was on that midnight channel everyone keeps talking about.
You actually believe that crap? How friggin' dense are you? Trust me, you were dreaming it.
The rumor about the Midnight Channel is spreading further.
We'd better wrap this case up quick. Anyways, let's meet up later. Don't make any plans for this afternoon.
Yeah, so we've got Kashiwagi to deal with for the rest of the game, but at least she doesn't show up that much. Part of the reason I don't like her is because they pair her with Hanako to be a mixed thing of her fat phobia jokes and her desperate woman jokes, which is...
It's been a while since I failed any subjects.
Yeah, if by a while you mean all the time.
What is Conti drinking?
Shut up! Like you've ever seen my scores.
That actually looks familiar. I want to know what that is.
But Chie always has above average marks in the subjects that she doesn't fail.
Hey! Why did you tell him? My scores just vary. Yeah, that's it.
I know why that looks familiar. I don't think it's the case, but that's adorable to think of Conti drinking that.
Too.
It actually looks like,
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you.
It looks like the carton I used to get for chocolate and strawberry milk.
Any friends at my new school.
And the thought of Conti drinking strawberry or chocolate milk is adorable.
Circumstances.
To me. Yeah, it's definitely square. It doesn't look like a bottle.
What do you guys think about King Moron's case? He didn't show up on the Midnight Channel even once.
If this person had been inside the TV, I would have sensed it. My nose isn't as sharp now, but I can tell that much.
I think you're right, though. I think those are all sodas.
But they found the body on a foggy day again, right? They said on the news that the crime scene was just the way it was for that announcer and Saki-senpai.
I wonder why Kanji always has a different soda then. What is
I
it?
really wonder about the culprit's motives. Why was Mr. Muraoka targeted?
I wonder if he buys it from
Hope
Junes
it wasn't
itself.
personal. Because there's way too many people who ate a King Moron's guts.
And everyone got theirs out of the vending machine.
But didn't you say it's people who get famous on TV who are targeted?
Kanji does eat
If
more
the killer's
healthily than
choosing
every other
targets
character
by
in the
watching
game,
TV,
so I could believe him doing
picture
that.
him as someone who doesn't know the victims at all. I don't think it's worth trying to figure out motives for that type. There are too many people who hold grudges against you for no reason, even if you've never met them before.
Haha, you sound like you speak from experience, Rise-chan.
I'm sorry I keep going off on the
But with
weirdest
King Moron,
tangents,
he didn't
but
appear on the Midnight Channel or the regular TV.
the stuff just sticks in my head.
I don't get this at all.
Yeah, 2 victims in a row from our school. That's gotta set off the police's alarm bells. They're not gonna leave any stones at school unturned.
You know, to be honest, somewhere deep inside, I thought maybe King Moron was the killer.
I'd believe it.
The news says that he was the second victim from Yasugami High, but we all know that's not the case. And I've heard him say more than once that so-and-so deserves to die. But now, I feel bad that I doubted him.
I wouldn't.
He was a capital A asshole, but that doesn't justify killing him. And not just King Moron. I feel sorry for all the victims. I can't forgive the killer, no matter what.
Well, we'll do what we can, for King Moron's sake too. At this rate, you have to figure that the killer has something to do with the school, right? So why don't we split up and...
That won't be necessary.
Hello, Naoto.
You!
There is no need to examine the case of Mr. Muraoka any further.
Why is that?
Apparently, the police have found a suspect. It would be best to let them handle the case from here.
How do you know?
I'm on this case as a special investigator, by request of the prefectural police.
What?
They found a suspect? Who is it?
As to his name, I haven't been informed. I do know that he is a high schooler. It isn't public knowledge yet, but he isn't a student of your high school. It seems they are quite confident that this boy is the killer. They have testimonies directly linking him with the incident. I expect it's only a matter of time before he is apprehended. Soon this case will be solved, and your town will once again be its peaceful, rustic self.
The suspect is a high schooler? Alright, so why come tell us? That's confidential info, right? Why run right here and spill it?
Your game will soon reach its end.
Excuse you?
I felt I should at least let you know that.
Excuse you? Excuse you?
You don't deny, then, that you have involved yourselves in the matter?
We already know,
Well,
so...
no matter. I have no reason to say anything further.
A game?
Not much point denying it when you
the one
know.
who thinks of this as a game?
So I do like the slap Rise gives. That's probably the one thing I like about
I don't
her.
care if you're a special investigator or an amateur sleuth. All you're doing is solving mysteries. What could you possibly know about us? You're the one who's playing a game here.
One of the victims meant a lot to me.
Naoto doesn't have any proof. He can't do
Possibly treat
anything.
this like a game. Plus, we made a promise.
Yosuke.
A game. That may be quite true.
Why so understanding all of a sudden?
Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you'd be wandering around like this when the police have a suspect. What, did they get rid of you now that they have their man? Is that why you came here? You were lonely?
Okay, Yosuke, that's a bit harsh.
Detectives normally aren't involved with arrests. And we never harbor any special emotions regarding a case, either.
Yeah, not just being a twit,
Still,
but you don't have to be a twit back.
It is rather unfortunate that people are only attentive so long as our services are required. But then, I'm accustomed to it. Much about this case was perplexing, but its solution was surprisingly simple.
Oh, he definitely
Well,
was.
I'll be going now.
I was just saying he didn't need to be a twit about it, but he was definitely fishing for a reaction.
What was that about? He just said his piece and left.
He's probably just mad, which justified,
He said
but
they have a suspect, but is this really gonna solve everything?
Who knows?
I'm never not gonna get that mental image of Kanji drinking strawberry milk out of my brain now.
Welcome back.
Yeah, he was. I like Naoto, but oh boy, can he be a giant prick. For now! But actually, what I was gonna say, like, 30 minutes ago, I think, was, I thought of another good reason to use Teddy, which is the vast majority of people playing this game probably stick with Yukiko. Either because they like her better, because she's the girl healer, or because they just want her skill set, whatever reasons. Like, there's no wrong reason to use a character. Well, there's a couple wrong reasons to use a character, but none of them are in this game. But, since most people do use Yukiko, I think I'll use Teddy. I usually stuck with Yukiko just because I preferred the skills she learned, but honestly, the more I play the game, the more I learn that I just never really use those skills very often on Yukiko, and there's been a ton of times where she would be the only one who would have the revival skill, and she'd be dead. So I'm probably gonna try to get Recarm on Soji and then keep it. Though I do find it surprising Teddy doesn't learn Recarm. I honestly thought he did. Also, yes, work on our maxed out stats. We may be putting Sun on hold for a while. Because I don't think we're not going to be able to max it before summer vacation starts, I do not think. And like I said before, Sun is a school-only one. I have every single stat maxed. I don't know. I believe so. You can study with one of the characters to get social link points, so I'm going to pick up Kanji for that to try to push him close to maxing when I get the chance. I think the club social links still stay available, but but your party at the very least does not. We maxed courage on our first trip to the hospital, and we've had understanding maxed for a while. You have to have that for the tutor social link. Or tower, pardon. Same diff. That was pretty funny. I guess I got really close in that save file. Because actually, the save file I loaded from for the New Game Plus is actually the first time I'd run through, because I've had issues with the game losing the... Oh, no, I guess it does go available. I had issues with losing memory cards corrupting, all kinds of things. So I've lost at least 5 or 6 different clear datas for this game because of that. Because remember that I got my PlayStation 2 a little after they were actually new, and I got Persona 4 not very long after it released, so I've had both this system and this specific disc a
Senpai.
very long time. Okay, I guess. And since it's still raining, I literally can't do... I can't do the fox or temperance, so literally everything is shut off to me, I think. Yeah, I can go to the TV now. Yeah, everyone's gonna be unavailable. I figured I'd check Yukiko just to be sure. I guess we're going to the TV. Then I'll turn in all the stuff I can get, pick up the quests that I don't have, and try those. I don't have anybody I can study with is the problem. Because both Chie and Yukiko are actually primed to rank up, so studying with them would just waste getting the points. The only person that I could study with and make it useful would be Kanji, and he's not around, because Ayane, I talked to her, she didn't want to. Yukiko's ready to rank up, Chie's ready to rank up, Yosuke's maxed, Kanji's not there, and I don't know where in the world Ai is. And even if I did know where Ai is, she's also prepped to rank up, so... And apparently the dog for Hermit is also not around, so I can't work on that because of rain. So I am just going to go ahead and pop in the TV and clear these quests out. Especially because, as I said before, if there's stuff in school, you get completely locked out of it during summer vacation, and I would like to at least get all of the quests accessible.
Let's go, Senpai.
Okay. I'm just double checking that everything I have is in the bathhouse. Oh, did I forget to turn? I forgot to turn that in. There's my list thing. I definitely have the Ritz wire on me because that was in Yukiko's castle. I guess I just never turned that in. This, I need to go check Saki's area. Old Key, I believe, is... Oh, I should talk to the girl because she actually has desk refurbishing part 2. I'm gonna just have to go down the list. And try to grab as much of this crap as I can. Alright, let's see. I'm missing another quest from it. I'm missing a lot of quests. Alright. The first day I get where it's not raining and I have control, I'm going to need to run around and see if I can pick all of these up. Yeah, I'm looking at the list I got of all the quests to kind of see what I'm missing and see what I need to do here. There's a lot I've missed. It's called Backside of the TV if you want to look it up. Okay. So what? Let's see what I do have here. I need an old key. That is floors 1 to 2. Coal is floors 7 to 8. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So walk around 1 and 2 until I hit the fuzz, and then walk back out, go up to 11, and then back down and walk backwards. Sorry, Kanji-hun. Alright, so let's get our usual team together then. Oh, shut up, Yosuke. It's okay. We got a Kanji-hun. It's alright, you're with me. Leave it to me in moderation. Let's actually do it this way. So we need to get a grave beetle, and when we kill a grave beetle, then we can go down to floor 8. Oh yes, one thing I need to do first, real quick. As soon as I load in. I actually like changing tactics in battle because they make different remarks depending on what you've done, what you've changed their tactics to. Yep.
There are 3 enemies. Don't get cocky.
So yeah, Teddy uses a glove claw thing. We actually are not getting anything worthwhile in the bathhouse, so there's literally no reason to hang around once we have what we actually came here for. Also, you can hear Teddy actually has a different walk sound than everybody else does. Here's what I wanted.
Wow, it's... No problem. 3 of them. Don't give up now, okay?
Now let's see if I can get lucky.
Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start.
Close enough.
Here goes.
Also, I wanted to show off Susano there.
Keep it up, Yosuke-senpai.
So here's what Teddy can do. It's not a lot. He does come preloaded with Meteorama, though, which I deeply appreciate.
These are my true abilities.
Alright, so now we need to rush down to floor 8. And punch the fuzz there. Look at the shadows are so weak, they take a good moment to actually register I'm around, so I can just walk right past them. It's like the fact that Soji is carrying what looks like Excalibur. So what were the lyrics? Soji can't be bothered. They don't give enough experience points. I really wish there was a sprint button or something. One sec. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Ah, I see. So they had one of Nier's writers write that song then. They definitely had one of Nier's writers write that song then. Good to know. We actually needed to be on this hall, I think. Yeah. So, I just ran around in circles for nothing. Whoops-a-doodles. Deep down hip-hop.
No problem. It'll be over in a flash.
That randomly reminds me, one thing that bugged me is I looked up the,
You're off to a good start.
I looked at the full lyrics of the Reach Out to the Truth, which is this game's, which is the battle theme you're hearing.
Enemy down. That's the way Yosuke-senpai.
And apparently, it claims the real lyrics dive into immediately uncomfortably sexual. Like, after the main chorus in the game, it apparently goes to extremely sexual, and it's just like, that don't sound right. It sounds like somebody mashed together two completely separate songs. I'm drowning in chess keys this game. To darkness, huh? Do I have? I don't think I actually have Mudo anywhere. The creepy sheep is gonna eat me in my sleep. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Just two left. Come on, this fight's not over.
Sleep well.
Let's do this. 3 more on the enemy side. Keep it up.
Persona!
I do miss,
That took forever.
I do miss Jiraiya's little spin when he casts something. That's one thing I really miss about Jiraiya, though. Like I said, I did like the Disco Ninja Frog. I kind of wish Susanoo kept like a really long,
There's 3 enemies.
a really long scarf. I think I would have liked him a lot more if he did.
Let's do this.
But then the weird propeller blade necktie thing he's got going on.
Enemy down. Nice move,
All right,
senpai.
keep going.
I would really like Kanji to trigger his follow-up attack. We haven't seen it yet.
Enemy down. Nice move, senpai. Gotcha.
I do too!
Take
Even though I find Susanoo kind of strange, to be honest. Not like Yosuke's persona, just kind of strange in general between this game and 5.
It's so puny.
I don't think I have anything with light boost, unfortunately. Yeah, like,
4 enemies left. Don't give up.
what I found kind of curious was the fact that Yusuke also had Susanoo as his ultimate persona. And I kind of wonder why.
You're off to a good start.
It's not that it's a bad choice. I actually think Susanoo fits Yusuke quite well. I'm just kind of curious as to why that was the choice they made.
Go for broke, Teddy.
And it might have been just the thing is because they thought that fit him the best.
Underestimate me? This is what you get.
I just realized Kanji has a wolf head on his shirt. It's not a flaming skull, it's a flaming wolf head. Kanji, do you like puppies that much? Is that what's going on? Because his free day one is a wolf as well. I would really,
4 enemies. They're wide open.
really like to get...
Wow, it's puny.
I would really appreciate getting the monster I need to get.
4 of them. You need to thin them out.
Let's do this. Persona!
3 enemies defeated. Go Yosuke Senpai.
Oh, that's right.
Teddy is spite.
I always forget about Hermes because I don't like Junpei. So I never pay very much attention to him. Yeah, it makes sense in the game's universe because your persona is a manifestation of your subconscious. So like what your persona is and what someone else's persona is, even if they share the same figure, they're not the same, and they might be different aspects of that
There are 3 enemies. Don't get
they might be different aspects of that god.
Someone else's turn.
But it is one of those things where I just find it very
3 enemies left. You can win this.
it's just very odd to me. Though honestly, if I'm being totally fair with Yusuke at least, I have no idea what I would have picked instead. We're not after the police. We're after the selfish basalt. 7-8 is where that shows up, and it's where I get the coal.
2 more to go!
Here goes! Persona! Lay down and die already!
You okay, Senpai? Hang in there. You'll
I like-
see, Senpai. You just
I like that.
weak to darkness.
I like that everybody is just taking 1 damage from all of this.
Enemy defeated. Keep it up, Yosuke
Here.
Senpai.
Oh hey, we got to see the recovery skill.
Keep it up, Yosuke!
That's actually how it works for everyone. They just grab the person who's down's hand and pull them up.
That's my true strength.
And they'll actually do the same thing if they're dizzy. They just pull them up with the same animation and you just stop being dizzy. It's extremely nice, let me tell you that. There we go.
Go, Susanoo!
3 enemies down.
All right.
I believe these resist Almighty. Yeah.
3 enemies left. You can win
2 shadows left!
this. Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start.
Also, Teddy's main disadvantage, as you can probably tell, is that while he starts with Meteorama, he does not start with Diorama, which is a bit of a problem. I don't actually know if he learns it or not. He should. It wouldn't make any sense if he didn't. Let's find out. Well, Triaso's the next one he's going to pick up, so I don't know for sure. And apparently I got rid of my Meteorama. Well... fuck. I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh boy. Why am I still doing this? I actually finished this floor.
There are 5 enemies. Go for first strike.
I still love that you just vanished out of the fight. That's actually... That's a really big problem that Teddy does not learn Diorama. And that's Diorahan, which is much more SP intensive. I'm just gonna have to keep it on Soji then. Alright, now where is... Yeah, floor 1 and 2. Is where this bribed fuzz is, and that's where we get the key. And we actually missed a quest for the bathhouse, so... Wow, I whiffed that swing majorly, didn't I? Hey, look at that.
Yikes, an ambush! There are 2 enemies. Go for it, guy.
That was very fast and very easy, so we're already done. I really hope the other Risei quests will pop. Because if not, I'm going to have to waste a full day getting one item. I'm going to be very unhappy if that is the case, but it's my own fault if so. But I did decide I wasn't going to show all the quests. If just because I don't want to go insane. And because really they're not worth showing. They're just some very bland text. So I really need to get a recarm on Soji as soon as possible. I'm not really sure what I can use to get that, because I don't know if I have anything in my compendium that already knows recarm. Though I do have a few social links max, so if anything learns recarm, I might be able to fuse it and make it learn it that way. Also, unlike every other dungeon, I don't believe Risei's dungeon gives you a bonus for finishing the boss. She's not an active combat. Well, actually, I think it gives you Teddy's. Musing on it. Yeah, I have there somebody with Mazio, right? Or did I forget that again? No, I didn't.
2 enemies left. Don't lower your guard now. 2 enemies down.
It's my turn.
Well, I need to head to the shopping district after this, so I can pick up the sake. I should be grabbing the Persona just for the the blanks for the Arcana chance. I've basically fused myself out with Risei's dungeon, so...
No problem. Just 2 left.
Also, I take back what I said randomly. Well, not really. Looking at the enemy skills is actually very useful, but it's not worth Risei, I don't think.
Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start.
So this thing is just flat out neutral across the board. Except maybe darkness, which I can't test.
I'll get it next time.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing I said where I said that I didn't find Risei anywhere remotely useful because, because I didn't really find, having the skills to be all that useful, but they actually are all that useful, I just don't think they're worth Risei. Yeah, I agree. I get they didn't want to because it's part of the game, but when they just start repeating the same inane lines over and over...
Here goes. That's some thick skin.
2 enemies left. Don't lower your guard now.
Do it! What a tedious fight!
Oh, Teddy. Yeah, that was a problem. Like, I appreciate that it alerts you, but I honestly don't see why you need to be alerted to it. It's incredibly obvious. Oh, I was ready to choke a bear. I was absolutely ready to choke a bear.
I should work.
Huh. I didn't realize it was...
3 enemies
These
left.
were here.
You can win this.
Also, Teddy's other weakness is that he starts with basically no good skills for combat.
Go for broke, Teddy. Enemy defeated. Go for broke, Teddy.
So I wanted to give him his time in the limelight and give him something to do. I literally didn't care what I got, so... I'm just pulling these for the Arcana chance. I don't find it annoying after all. You're actually telling me things I really want to know. Because, like, however long I've played this game, I just cannot memorize who learns what and at what level. So that sort of thing is always helpful to be reassured that, yeah, that's coming up pretty quickly. That's only I think he's 35, so that's only about 3 levels, which he should have by the time we're done with the striptease.
Just 2 left. Come on, this fight's not over.
These are neutral to everything. Good to know.
Damn, it's not going down.
I'll get it next time.
Here goes.
Enemy defeated.
Don't get carried away.
Kanji.
These are the times that I wish Kanji did have an all-hit attack, but eh. I actually think Golden fixes that. I think if you take him on one of the dates, he will learn an all-hit physical. I don't remember, though.
There are 2 enemies. Careful now.
Let's do this. Someone else's turn.
I'll get
Just
it next
2
time.
left. Come on, this fight's not over.
That might have been the wrong persona. Yes, it was. Oh well. So where did Satanta get Trafuri?
Enemy defeated. You're off
Keep
to a
it
good
up,
start.
Sensei.
He's a poor substitute for my love, but
Fun. Congrats, guys.
I will deal with it. I might have, I don't remember. I think that was one of the skills I just kind of let be whatever because I didn't care about that slot. Okay, where's the thing with the all-hit physical? So I thought I had something like that. Ah, it's the creepy goat. Teddy, yeah. Teddy is, I think, the only character in the game that can be immune to both his innate and his weak elements. Oh, Satanta. What did I think it was? Why did I remember Teddy learning that?
Keep it up, Yosuke-senpai.
We won!
Oh, I know why I thought that. I'm for whatever reason I keep associating like a different persona with him than the persona he actually gets. And I don't really know why. So I sometimes forget and think he learns that. Yeah, I think I mixed something up somewhere. Admittedly, I'm kind of half zoned out because this is just clearing another dungeon again. And while I appreciate the EXP, having to go through it start to finish again is kind of boring.
3 enemies. We have the initiative.
Oh, thank you. I just feel kind of bad because I don't really know what to talk about. Anything I would have said about the individual dungeon, I've already said. I do too. Yeah, I'm mostly just trying to figure out what to actually, like, mention. I actually like the way that Susanoo kicks the
3 of them. Don't give up now, okay?
the weird buzzsaw thing. Buzzsaw chakram.
You're off to a good.
Good answer. Out of our way. All right, powered up.
Is that what that was about? Because I did notice that Yosuke was pronouncing Susanoo a little differently than I would, but I actually couldn't tell if that was because
There are 2 enemies. Careful now.
he's pronouncing it better than I would? Or what it was.
Just 2 left. Come on, this fight's not over. Enemy defeated. Go for it.
I like it. I like it a lot, honestly. I think you mentioned that, but I don't know what game it was. Let's see what strength does. It does a thing. Ooh. Oh, that's right. It's a stat card. Oh, yeah. Fuck your concept of chronology, the game. Doesn't Blood Curse do the same thing of, like, making you play the chapters in the most ridiculous orders, though? It's slightly less fuck your chronology, pardon me.
Ooh, a rare one. Don't let it get away. Wow, it's beauty. This will be cake.
Let's see. You nulled everything, my friend? Yeah. You just gotta beat it down. Okay. So it's slightly less because it just doesn't have the content to make your head spin with chronology.
Someone else's turn.
Last one. Go for it.
Oh, Jidon has Mamoto. I didn't notice that. Okay, who has the strongest strength?
What? I can't defeat it! Yeah!
Dang it, Kanji!
That went well!
I guess I did skip Orochi. Oh well. That's why I didn't want to give him the damn shield! He's got accuracy problems in the start.
But you have the advantage.
I'll get strong.
Oops, sorry, Teddy.
Leveled up.
I am really looking forward to Magarula, let me tell you. If I can keep ranking Hermit up, it'll get to the point where I'm making more money than I'm losing on the Hermit. I don't know what a talk is. You know what? I'm just gonna stop using keys. Whatever it can give me is not gonna be worth it. Actually, I wonder if Teddy can wear that. Yes, he can, and good lord, does that bump him up a bit. I forgot they start with basically nothing on accessories. That was what I wanted Teddy to have. Okay. Funny thing about that is, that's actually to make a weapon for Yosuke.
Enemies on the field. Be careful. 3 enemies left. Win this.
I kind of wonder if it was like a translation error or something, because there's a third boy's talk, and that makes a weapon for Chie. So I kind of wonder what's going on with that. Ooh, this could be interesting. Not when it does that. Oh, thank God. There were no skills that could downgrade, so... Yeah, considering like Chie gets the boys and Yukiko or Yosuke gets the girls, I honestly just wonder if they accidentally swapped those in translation. I'm actually kind of curious if that's a difficulty thing, honestly.
3 of them. Don't give up now, okay?
Here goes. Persona. 2 to go. We can do this.
Enemy defeated. Keep it up, Yosuke-senpai.
I'll get it next time.
Here goes. Persona!
1 enemy to go. Keep it up.
Persona.
Could be. Oh, I'm curious. What is this gonna do? Upright Devil. Okay. Why did it turn a chariot persona into a priestess persona? Okay. I'm a little confused, but... I love Persona different Arcana. So considering you should be saving your Persona whenever they learn stuff, that's actually not bad to go with. Oh! It's absolutely not worth risking then. If inherited skills don't carry over, there's literally no reason to let it change one persona in your party. You could lose a vital persona.
Yes, we won.
Yeah, I was. Don't mess with the devil. That's kind of sad. They made devil absolutely never worth ever using ever at any point. Like, I literally cannot think of a single reason to use that. I mean, I guess if you had one persona you cared about that was...
They're wide open.
That you didn't care being becoming a non-fuse... No, well, I mean, like, even that doesn't make sense. Just fuse it. Alright, I believe...
Electricity
Yep.
won't work. What else you got? 4 of them. You need to thin them out.
Come on, Kanji, proc it! Kanji.
Keep it up, Sensei!
You did it, Senpai!
I don't know why I keep calling him Kanji.
Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start.
Let's do this!
Enemy defeated. Keep it up, Yosuke Senpai.
I just have issues with pronunciation.
Yosuke Senpai, your health is really low.
I just have issues with pronunciation in general, I guess.
Here goes.
Because I know it's kanji.
Enemy defeated. Keep up the good work.
But even
Kanji.
knowing it's... But even having years knowing it's kanji, I still, Also, the funny thing is I always seem to get one more chance when I don't actually want it. Never when I've missed Persona I actually want. I should probably do something about Yosuke being mostly dead. So he might not have diorama, but didn't really need it.
2 enemies, but you have the advantage.
The hilarious thing is it's because he's not getting a chance to attack, but his turn never comes before everyone else has already attacked. That's actually the main issue I have with Kanji, is that his poor agility is so low. Oh yeah, it is.
Yes, I leveled up.
Could you guys like stop increasing Orochi, please? Because like I know it's a random chance because strength increased Orochi when he wasn't even equipped.
Ice should work well. You can win this, guys.
Let's do this! Persona! That's some thick skin!
4 enemies left. Don't give up.
Shadows left!
Here goes. Close time. It ain't going down.
Enemies
Oh, I
left.
reversed
You
it.
can win this. All right, we won.
I just reversed which was weak to which. Also, I wish it was easier to grind the Arcana chance because it would be really nice to grind a Persona's like strength and magic and everything up to max so that you could use that Persona forever. But they come up so rarely and it's such a rare chance that it's a bit...
Electricity won't work. What else you got? Four enemies left. Don't give up.
Persona!
I really miss the way they do it in Portable, honestly.
Yo, mind if I kick a little ass here?
Yes, here we go.
You ready for this?
Kanji defeated 2 enemies. Go team.
I really like Kanji's follow-up attack. The problem is it targets a random amount of enemies and a random number of it, or a random amount of enemies and the enemies random as well. So, well, Yosuke would have guaranteed knocked that other one down. Kanji's doesn't, but, I love the animation so much I can't get over it.
Come on, this fight's not over.
Yeah, that's honestly a major issue I have with Persona games.
Come here, Take Mikazuchi.
You're not wrong.
Enemy defeated.
It's my turn.
Like, even 5 did it in a very stupid way by forcing you to pay insane amounts to keep sacrificing to strengthen a persona. And there was really no reason for it.
On the enemy side.
Like, they had the perfect way to do it in Nocturne, and I don't know why that never carried over anywhere else. Well, maybe not perfect, but it was a way you could actually keep a keep a demon you adored. And I still need to go back to that and fuse the World Wrecker Oki, but yeah. Like, I guess it's to encourage you to use different persona and to encourage fusion, but like, people are gonna fuse anyway. There's really no reason to make it essentially impossible or just miserable to keep a persona you like.
4 of them. You need to thin them out. 3 enemies left. You can win this.
It really does.
2 enemies down. Keep going, senpai. Yes!
That's what you get for dodging. Eradicated in one shot. Yeah, it's one of those things that it bugs me that an older, more outdated game has a more intuitive mechanic for your party than the newer games do. So like, the thing I talked about, I think it was the video before last, was I was going to try to full fuse down until I could refuse Izanagi and give him like a bunch of really good skills to make him a really good persona, but it got to the point where I was just like, what's the point of that? His stats are never going to match up unless I do something ridiculously drastic, so I just... why?
It's so 4 enemies left. Don't give up.
Persona.
I honestly find it worse because of that. Like,
You're on a roll, senpai.
personal persona are so important, and yet you can't, unless you devote hours upon hours upon hours and hundreds of, like, thousands and thousands of yen, possibly even 100,000s of yen, you can't make your initial persona worth anything, and it's just kind of sad.
There are 4 enemies. Electricity won't work. What else you got?
Let's do this.
That's some thick skin.
4 of them. You need to thin them out.
Also, I don't think I ever said it, but every single shadow has a mask somewhere on their bodies.
Enemy defeated. Go for broke, Teddy.
Okay, these are the ones with the fire.
3 enemies left. You can win this.
Persona. can smash them all! Let's do it! On and ready! I live for this part!
Also, completely randomly, one thing that I am kind of curious about is that when Kanji goes into that cut-in, it looks like he's got a city reflected in the bottom of his sunglasses. And they're just not registered to me. Frost Magatama? That's probably a Bufu thing. Yeah, thought so. Like, next time he gets a cut-in, take a closer look at the bottom of the sunglasses, and it looks like there's a city reflected in them. I wonder why.
5 enemies on the field.
Damn, it's not going down.
Fire won't work. Try 5 of them. You're outnumbered.
I find it curious that it's reflecting Inaba, even though there's nothing to reflect here, though, I guess is just the thing. Kanji is the only one who has glasses that do that, too.
Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start.
Like, I suspected that thing also reflects, death skills, but that's why I use Virtue.
Senpai, that was so cool.
Well, like, that's what I mean.
Good work, Kanji.
Kanji is the only one that actually has sunglasses, which I find kind of curious.
Whoa, Kanji, that was great.
I've just always kind of wondered why that's the case.
Let's do this! Persona! Damn, it's not going down.
3 of them. Don't give up now, okay? I should... Yes, we won! Congrats, guys! There are 4 enemies. Keep your guard up.
Persona! Damn, it's not going down.
Also, just to show it off. This is Meteorama.
4 enemies left. Don't give up.
I just figured I hadn't shown off that yet, so why not?
Enemy defeated.
Good one,
You're off to a
Senpai.
good start.
Especially because Teddy's not really using his magic much, because he doesn't need to.
You're off to a good start.
Damn, couldn't finish it.
Yosuke Senpai's acting weird. Go get him. Go, go, go.
You're too weak to fight me.
I really love that Kanji's base attack is just so high he's nearly hitting 150 with an auto attack.
There are 4 enemies. Keep your guard up.
Yep.
Someone else's turn.
I mentioned a while. I mentioned I think it was last stream that
4 of them. You need to thin them out.
part of what makes me sad is that your reserve party members cannot follow up in this game. But yeah, in Golden, your reserve party members can actually follow up, and when they follow up, they actually use their scooters. Since Kanji does not have, since Kanji is too young to have a scooter, instead he uses his, he rides up on his bike, stops in front of the shadow because he can't get the speed he needs, then just picks up the bike and beams the shadow with it.
Kanji defeated 2 enemies.
It just always amused me. Because if I remember correctly, Kanji just looks so frustrated with the bike before he uses it as a blunt instrument. Yeah, everyone else, they will actually ride in on their bike and then use the momentum, or their scooter, and use the momentum from the scooter to knock the shadow down. It's actually a bit like the gunfire follow-up in 5. I am getting tired of this place.
Three of them. Don't give up now, okay?
I think I'm gonna finish this floor and then I'm just gonna do it off screen. Because honestly, I don't think the boss fights are interesting enough to necessarily do on screen. And redoing the dungeon is just really boring. Like, normally when I redo the dungeon to get up to the boss, I have, like, something on YouTube. So that I'm watching, listening to something while I'm doing it, so it's a lot more tolerable, but it's just kind of boring to do the same thing again. So yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this floor and I'll go ahead and cut the stream and just finish the dungeon off screen, whatever.
There are 5 enemies. It's weak.
Finish the dungeon not while streaming, and then take that time to do some fusion, prepare for the next dungeon.
2 enemies down. Good going, Yusuke Senpai.
Persona! That's some thick skin.
It got back up. Defeat it fast.
Also, I just find Teddy's line, that line, a lot more engaging. Rise sounds kind of bored.
Hang in there.
It got back up!
Alright, keep going!
You're off to a good start. You're on a roll, Senpai.
Alright, keep
2
going.
defeated. Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start.
Rise sounds like her voice actress fell asleep in the studio. What was the hangman? Let's find out. Oh, it actually hit a persona I cared about this time. Holy crap!
It's weak to wind. This'll be a breeze.
Interesting.
Go, Susanoo! That's my...
Yeah, I love you, Yusuke, but no. I don't know that I can weigh in on that, because I personally think me hating Rise's voice is just related to the fact I don't like Rise. But I've never liked her voice either. I thought it was okay. until she started being a navigator. Because I remember just not really liking her as a navigator much, and then her character went completely off the rails and terrible, and I was just like, oh my god, I am so done.
5 enemies left. Hang in there.
Like, I get that Teddy can be annoying sometimes, but...
Roll, senpai. 2 defeated.
Let's do this! Damn, it's not going down.
Yeah, I think you're...
Don't get...
I think you're right. Risei just sounds completely uninvested in everything half the time.
Enemy defeated.
Just say the word, and it's go time! On and ready! Bring it on!
I've climbed the stairway to maturity.
No, Teddy. Honestly, I think Laura Bailey's pretty good. I wonder if, like the dude who voices Kanji, if this was actually her debut, the thing that made her really good. So I don't know why they would think that. Or if not, I wonder if she just got some really... I wonder if she just got some really god-awful direction.
It's weak to fire. 4 of them. You need to sort them out.
Okay.
You're on a roll, senpai. 2 defeated.
Okay.
Here goes.
I think I've said it before, but like,
Someone else's turn.
I honestly don't have a concept of like
It's weak to ice. This'll be
actors.
Just 2 left. Come on, this fight's not over.
Get it next time.
This one's a gift.
Like actors of any kind, I just don't really have much of a concept of.
Lay down and die already! Here goes! Persona!
I don't know why I did that. I mean, I'm actually kind of envious that you can remember them and stuff.
Enemy defeated. Go for broke, Teddy.
I just feel bad because, like, people always talk about how these actors work so hard, and they do work hard. Whether they're voice actors or actual actors or whatever, they do put their love into it, but me, like, 7 minutes later, I've totally forgot who they are. And unfortunately, the only actor I ever really knew, with any, like, the only actor I ever really remembered with any sort of reliability turned out to be a total crap of sack. Or a total sack of shit. Total crap of sack? So, that didn't help. I sort of have that problem, but kind of in a different direction.
2 enemies left. Don't lower your guard now.
That should do it.
Like, using the Nolan North example, well, Nolan North I don't really find a good example to use, thinking about it, because the thing is, like, with me, the first ever time I ever heard Nolan North that I remembered it was when he was voicing CRSO1 in Trauma Team. And by necessity, Nolan North's delivery was rather flat because CRSO1 had sort of a social issue where he could not express his emotions, and it led to a lot of conflict in his life. So when I hear Nolan North, like, expressing emotion, it takes me a minute to recognize that's Nolan North. But when I do recognize it, I don't think, like, hey, that's Nolan North. I think like, hey, that's Dr. Erhard. That's CRS-01. But like with Yuri Lowenthal as well, I sort of have that problem. Like whenever I hear Yuri Lowenthal, I always hear Yosuke. Like I don't think, oh, that's Yuri Lowenthal. I think, oh, that's Yosuke. It does help. It does help when Yuri steps out of his usual. When he steps out of that sort of archetype, like if he's voicing someone who's very serious, very violent, very cruel, then I can hear it for its own character very easily. But if he's doing like a kind of goofy, silly sort of role, I always just think of Yosuke. And like I actually had the same thing with I think it is Laura Bailey. I'm actually not certain, but the person who voiced Commander Shepard, whenever I hear that commanding, very deep tone, all I can think about is female Commander Shepard. I think you're right. I think it's Jennifer Hale. But yeah, like for me, I want to recognize the voice actors that do really good. I want to remember them, but I really just can't. And that's because if I really like the game, I get really, really into the game, and these voices get married to the characters. Like, the voices get married to the characters, and that voice forever, and that character's voice gets really strong in my head. So like whenever I think of lines that character is saying, or lines that character might say, it always comes out in their voice actor's voice. And the downside of that is, like I said, unless they can change the tone and the inflection and stuff, I will always think of the character that I've married that voice to. To give a very recent example, Dragon Quest XI. Whoever voiced Eric, if I hear that person in any other game, I'm going to think of Eric.
That's some thick skin.
From now on, just because I've married that voice so much to Eric that I can't not hear Eric.
These are my true abilities.
Like, there's a lot of voices that are like that. There's a lot of people. Well, I used to have a lot of voice actors where they were married to the character, and I was able to think of that character, but I don't know if it's because I'm playing different games now or whatever, but there's only a few anymore.
Two enemies on the field. Crush them.
I actually agree with that, the first part of it. The
Just
voice...
two left. Come on, this fight's not over.
I don't think it's a matter of the voice alone makes the character, but if a character has a voice that fits really well with them, that character is going to leap off the screen. They're going to feel alive.
Two enemies down.
Have at it.
And like, well, I may not remember the characters now. There have been people who have had character voices that don't really fit the character at first glance, but when you start hearing the voice more, when you learn more about the character, the voice fits their personality more than their appearance, and it just marries all three of those things together and just makes the character feel even more alive. I think especially in video games, I think the reason voices are so important in video games, especially, is because models don't allow for the range of subtle human expression that real life people do. Like there are some games that will go to really, really great depths to outright model like people's eyebrow raising. If you want to see the depths of how you can put subtle human tells and expressions and stuff, look up LA Noire. Holy shit, the things they did with the models in that game it's mind-boggling and it's flooring. It's so impressive. they literally have like slight eyebrow raises, they have slight eye narrowing. The level of detail in the character models is just, it's flooring in that game. But in general, whether you're using art, whether you're using models, you just don't really get much of a subtle range of expression that you do with actors. So you have to put more into the voice. And like, honestly, I honestly think I like voice actors a lot more than I like normal actors. And I honestly think that's just because I don't watch a lot of shows and movies, and a lot of shows and movies I've seen and what I have watched have just people who give very meh performances. And I forget them afterwards. And like I said, like, I can think of 2 actors I remember total in everything I have ever seen. All of the movies, all the shows in my life, I can remember 2 actors. You're sort of right. Voice actors put far more work into it than regular actors because all they have is their voice. Regular actors have to put their entire body, their expressions, their movements into it as well. So they have to spread that energy over all of their body so their one aspect doesn't get as much work as it should. And, I mean, like, that's just a facet of life, which is unfortunate. But I think that's honestly why I like animated stuff better, is the animators work on the motions and everything, and the voice actors focus entirely on their voice, and it gives just a much more interesting performance. Yeah, that's enough for now. I'm gonna go ahead and work on this dungeon sometime off screen and clear it out. And we'll be done with that, and we'll be ready to go on when I come back.